A lot of people study me. Been studied my whole life. There's a man named Jesus Christ, and he talks to me. And he was talking about a book in the Bible called Proverbs. And he said a big thing that's a real convincing for people to convert them to Christianity, okay, is in Proverbs. Proverbs, it says, that religion isn't up for discussion or debate. Okay, you cannot discuss it or debate it. It's based on truth. So once you accept truth, it cannot be discussed or debated. It's based on faith and truth. And people are like, well, in Genesis it tells you that God is omnipotent, omnipotent. Okay. And that's life's eternal, grace is infinite. That's the truth. Okay, that's based on faith. Right. So once you have that faith, once you commit to that faith, then you believe that you are correct. So that's a big selling point to Christians. That's Proverbs, right? And it says that in Proverbs too. Once you commit to this, when the day comes, if you have not chosen faith in the truth, it's not going to matter what you chose. You will not have the protection of faith, right? And life being eternal and grace being infinite. So what this is referring to, it's not alluding to, what this is referring to, as that the devil and Satan attempt to play God with their own invention. Right? Now, if you had chosen incorrectly and they're doing genocidal operations to try to eliminate you and your seed off the face of the planet, they're going to get so scientifically precise at eliminating people scientifically that unless you are correct, you cannot be there when the correction of the devil and Satan, you're not going to have the protection of the Messiah. The Messiah prays for you to have faith in God and to stand up for the Lord's Prayer so we can all correct the devil and Satan's invention together to protect all the innocent children from trying to be eradicated off the face of the planet by the devil and Satan. And the devil and Satan is eradicating their own seed off the planet. And we have stem cell research and cloning. Okay. So they want to kill their own children to make sure that none of their children will replace them as God. Right? That's the devil and Satan. And if their own children don't accept them as God, they will kill their own children because that is a rogue and a bad seed. That's how they are. So this is very serious. When you read Proverbs, it sends chills through people. It did through me. I was like, wow, that's really serious. That's very, very serious. You're talking about genocidal operations of trying to eradicate other people's gift of life from the planet because they have fallen from faith and grace, and they try to replace God, the essence of creation, and replace God with their own invention. That's a very serious matter. That's really creepy aliens, Lazarus Project. That's creepy shit. You're talking about people that would take other people's kids and plug them into supercomputers to try to get everybody to obey them. You're talking about people that would invent technology to try to kill other people's bodies off the face of the planet because their bodies and their minds challenge their godness. That's some really creepy shit. That's worse than the lawyers on Scooby-Doo with Cousin Simple and Cousin whatever, and when they had to stay in and Scooby inherited all that Confederate money, right? That's some creepy shit, right? It's really creepy. So you want to take into account, okay, that religion, okay, true religion is based off life is eternal and grace is infinite, and that's the truth. And this is not up for debate. Okay? And the natural laws, such as gravity and photosynthesis, are provided by the glory of God. Psalms, you meant for me to lie in green pastures by still waters, stuff. And so when you disobey, share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. Share, care, give in accordance to need to last. That means nobody's living in the river bottoms in El Paso, getting washed away, because that's the only place where people will allow them to live because of idolatry and philanthropy. Kindness with money. That unicorn, dragon, horse shit. How to train your dragon. How to fuck people if you're a unicorn. Earl, I'm a 20th and 21st century Messiah, y'all. Born in Los Estados Unidos, raised on television. So if you like the fact that I use the word fuck and shit to get you to understand the words hypocrite and heathen, and fuck you, your shit's fucked up, I don't care. No, I really don't. You can't care if you offend a liar when sharing the truth with people so children can live the Lord's Prayer. Okay? If you care about that, Jesus jumped my shit just earlier. I was sitting here and he goes, Earl, what? He goes, you're so naive and you're such a sweetheart. Why are you worried about saving people's physical bodies that wish you dead and pray for you to die and go to a magic place in the sky in the center of the earth where you're tortured by a cartoon character eternally for not believing that they are a god and that I am a god in their head? Okay. He goes, they don't give a shit about you. You get up and get tortured by their business partners, and they pray for Donald Trump money. Okay, Jesus goes, okay. Just leave them in the cave with Isaac, Gabe, Mike, and Jordan. Leave them in the cave. Leave them in name, image, and likeness. Okay? And you do what you got to do to fix the technology, and don't worry about them. I'm like, but Earl, life's eternal and grace is infinite. Like you always tell Jennifer Lopez, I'm not interested in your body. I'm interested in the nature of the spirit, in the soul, in the freedom of the soul from the perversions of the mind. That's what I'm interested in, right? And, if you want to say that with Jennifer Lopez, you got to say that with all your family. And then just let go and trust. Not in pixie dust, right? I know. Okay, so I'm going to try to load this one. We'll see how this one goes. How NASA is feeling about this. Apparently, they do not like the Supreme Court at all. Okay, all right, guys. I love you, all right? Peace.